Then we will start.
Yeah, I told all three. Especially that's an the special hard copy is which I'm carrying. Right. Then I'll do that. So now, just you can start.
All right. So, I welcome everyone. We'll start now. I request to Shelly to with positive energy before we start. Yes, remember it reverse.
So it's just a little slow. I practice meditation every single day, but it's my own version of meditation, nothing very hardcore, very simple, very basic. So when I start my meditation, this is the shlok that I say, and it has a profound meaning. So if it sticks with you, please take it. And so I'm just offering whatever I have. Not really to offer. I'm not as big as any of these people over here. Very small, very minor. Just a very big nerd, just as you all over here. So we'll start with that. I hope I am audible to everyone. So we start. Aseto ma sadgaya Ananasama Shan, Shan, Shanti. So what it actually means is, so, oh Lord, please take me from Asatoma Sadgamya, from a world full of lies and deceit towards the truth. Tamsoma Jyotirgamya means lead me from darkness to light, and Mrityurma Amritangamaya, from being mortal to being immortal. So this is the meaning of this little shlok that I use in my meditation. So hope I added some positive energy to the start, and letting the big leaders take the stage.
No, there's no leader here. So first thing, thanks everyone for coming and joining. Universe Speaking brings us all together. But one thing, certainly we'll start, kind of safety and guideline in the sense, of course, if there is any power failure or anything, just follow me. Wherever I'm running, just follow me. Okay? You'll be safe. Second is, yes, we have here with the intention of absorbing the energy, sharing our energy. No one is senior or junior because we all have our energy. We are all on our individual path. So it's just be open, whatever is shared today. It's all game of energy. It's all universe. And whichever way it connects to you, there is no right or wrong. So that's all with the request. Be open, take it, whatever works for you. Start today with the here with us. I am in Canada. And start with PowerPoint I'll be going over, and then GK's wisdom you will be hearing, and you will know more before we get into a meditation session. Okay, he will be guiding us, so you have good energies there because you have already heard something about it. So you young meditators, you have some idea what to do, right? That's why we will have it at that time because the people in the beginning, and you may not be able to absorb benefit or anything. And of course, we will have Q&A, clarify your doubts. then for sure we'll have lunch. And if there are more questions or anything, for sure, you're welcome. So let's cover a small video before I go over the complete introduction.
Welcome to Spiritual Tablets Research Foundation, where we illuminate the path to holistic well-being through spiritual wisdom moments. At the core of our literature are 500+ wisdom concepts which often evolve to tablets, empowering individuals to be about their mental setting. These spiritual tablets comprehensively address physical, mental, social, and spiritual planes for holistic well-being. In 1998, Dr. Gopala Krishna established spiritual tablets under the guidance of Amarshi Patriji. As a non-profit, non-cult organization, which is committed to establishing a spiritual scientific approach to understanding the illness. The key idea behind this is spiritual intellect is the root and physical health is the fruit. Spiritual Tablets, a story that has touched countless lives and continues to illuminate the path to well-being and holistic health. Currently operating across 20 countries, with a team of 400+ counselors and serving over 20,000 patient gods. Spiritual Tablets has impacted lives globally over 2 decades. Various projects that emerged under this umbrella are unique in serving people to meet their purpose, thus touching numerous hearts towards transformation. Spiritual Tablets offers a comprehensive array of services, namely meditation services, counseling services, holistic well-being workshops, and happiness services. Spreading spiritual wisdom through art forms known as Ananda Brahma has become more popular among world masses to create awareness of spiritual health. The innovative approach of spiritual tablets involves the establishment of spiritual pathological triangles. In these triangles, every illness is attributed to a spiritual reason on one corner, while symptoms and signs of the disease are on the other. Diagnostic tools include the spiritual experiences of practitioners. Through this comprehensive approach, we've achieved remarkable synchronicity among these 3 elements, resulting in miraculous outcomes. This unique method of wisdom healing identifies spiritual reasons for illnesses and offers spiritual solutions through spiritual tablets. Spiritual Tablets' vision is to empower individuals to lead joyous, fulfilling lives, free from challenges. By integrating spiritual wisdom into every aspect of existence, we actively promote meditation as a fundamental pillar for attaining holistic health. This new invention needs to reach the masses exponentially, for which Spiritual Tablets is thriving to get help from the government and NGOs. Thank you all.
Right? That made my job easier because when I introduced, half the story already. Personally, of course, I came in touch with Dr. GK at least, roughly 5 years ago. And everything is a journey, as I was talking about energy and universe, because everything is energy. And that's what, when we say universe, that's what it means. And it's up to universe, how it plays, what it plays. Small example before I start the introduction is, in my group, like when we do our Sunday sessions, some of you are here, one day I just mentioned that, okay, we will have this year in summer in-person session. I had no idea, but it was there with us, we'll do it. With time we've been thinking about, and within about 7-8 days, another Shad called me. And he was talking about, oh, Dr. GK is coming and, we'll have session, this, that, out of nowhere, boom, right? And then we are having in person. Not only here, but of course on 10th in Etobicoke, which we'll talk about later. But that's how it happens. Things will fall in place, and we'll see more like why meditate, especially for youth or new meditators. This is what meditation is all about. So now you have heard about him in the sense that how he is a pioneer in the field of spiritual science, a dedicated medical practitioner for over 2 decades. And that's a deadly combination, when a medical practitioner comes into spirituality and explains you things both sides, because then it becomes easier for people to absorb. Otherwise, it's just, one-sided, but this really has helped really well with the people. And Then Dr. GK, he transitioned from conventional medicine to holistic, spiritually rooted approach to health and healing. He identified himself as a spiritual scientist. And, having dedicated, really devoted his life to helping individuals achieve complete health by integrating his spiritual principles into everyday living. Everyday living is important here because it is not a one-time deal. It's not like we commonly say it's not a tablet you take and you are done. So that's why it is important. It should become way of life. And Dr. GK is a visionary, is a real visionary because the concept of spiritual tablets, over 500 different tablets, are called wisdom capsules, right? It's a unique set of over, these different ailments of physical, mental, social level. And under his guidance, through the use of spiritual tablet, thousands of individuals have really experienced permanent system, the relief from long-term ailment with no little medication. Thanks to this scientific and systematic approach. He is the founder of the Spiritual Tablet Research Foundation. As you saw in the video, it's a non-profit organization operating spiritual healthcare centers in 14 countries, supported by 12 ancillary trusts, concept of a not-for-profit basis. All services are provided completely free of cost, helping to expand the reach of spiritual healthcare at a global scale. Dr. GK has shared his insight across South Asia, US, UK, Europe, Australia, Middle East, pretty much around the globe, addressing diverse audience and inspiring thousands to explore the true causes of illness, the purpose of life, path of spiritual service. And he currently resides in Manchester with his family and holds the master degree in public health and fintech. He's committed to sharing his knowledge across Europe and beyond through full-time voluntary service. He's also actively involved in developing PMC, which is Pyramid Meditation Channel in the region. And Dr. GK welcomes those who wish to explore the deeper causes of illness, uncover the true purpose of life, take part in voluntary spiritual services in meaningful ways. He serves as a one-stop guide for individuals who aspire to live a spiritual, enriched life while remaining grounded in their family responsibility. And this is a key point because sometimes people get fearful. Oh, you're going too deep into this. What does it mean for the family? No, it's a complement. In fact, it enhances your family. So it should be taken to the way. To connect with Dr. GK, explore his teaching, or get involved in the spiritual services, visit the website, which is spiritualtablets.com. Download the Spiritual Tablet app. But nowadays, these apps make very convenient for everyone. There are 2 codes on the wall there, and there are some pamphlets here. You will get some more information where you can easily connect. So really, it's my pleasure to welcome Dr. GK among us, the first trip to Canada, and to bless us with this positive. Thank you.
I would like to listen from you how we met and when we met.
Well, how we met, when we met, it's again, as I said, the energy universe, whatever you call it, because first person who connected me with PSF, pyramid meditation, right, Patri, was my sister, because before that, I had, when I heard about PMC, before that, I had done inner engineering. So I have known Isha Foundation, Sadhguru. So obviously, I was talking about Sadhguru and all those things, and my sister always keep talking about Patriji, because that's what she was doing. I had no idea about Patriji, and she had no idea about Sadhguru.
Where is she?
She's in Aligarh. And so then she did one course in engineering, so she came that way, and I came over the other side, ESSM, then attended many MMS and all those events. So that's how we kind of, now cross both sides. So she introduced me to one person from Raipur, and she was like, okay, do meditation. And my sister actually sent me this video. So anyone, please feel free. This is wide open. This is not for anyone. Whosoever wants to sit and enjoy the high energy, it's all yours. Right? You do get high energy inside that. So she sent me this FedEx. I got it and I said, what to do with it? So then this person I'm talking about, she talked to me and she explained okay, this is how you do Anapanasati, because Sadhguru is like different. I said, okay, fine. And then she said, okay, do it for 3 minutes. I did half an hour, then 1 hour, then 2 hours. And I always say, I'm engineer by profession, so I have this problem. Explain me, prove it to me. So, this YY thing was very strong 5 years ago. So I told, listen, you want me to do 24 hours? Tell me 24 hours. Don't play this game, 50 minutes, 30 minutes. No, tell me once where to go. I will reach there. No hide and seek. So anyway, that was the initial part, and then I kept exploring, kept doing things. And of course, I was asking your questioning her. So she said, okay, you know what? You don't listen to me, talk to a doctor. So then she connected me, Dr. G, that you will not listen to me, you are asking too much Wi-Fi. Go to the doctor and he will explain you why. So that's how we got connected. There was another person, Sanveer. She's in the other side, Calgary. And actually, the group that we still operate, Breath of Mind, she started it. And that's where I met Veer through that group. And then, of course, since that 5 years, I know we are having daily hour session in that group. After initial couple of months, I started whatever I was learning, I was sharing, because that's what the PSSM one thing I really, really like about. Isha or Sadhguru, great. Again, I follow both, but you just learn and do. You cannot talk, you cannot explain. But here, whatever you have learned, explain, share. So that's my experience, that you learn exponential. Whatever I know is only because of that. So I've gone through a lot of research on myself. And that's how these, like, for 5 years, at every weekend, I'm having a topic where it's coming from. Only from my experience. So different research, experiment, and that. So that's where we did. And I think I was the first batch when he did the spiritual tablet in North America. And then there were a lot of exams. Zoom, camera on. Person from India is examining, okay. And then you give exam. For me, it was okay, I've done it, so I want to get good. You don't want to delay. And then, of course, it has really gone exponentially for the last 5 years. In India, abroad, you've seen so many countries. And different topics, different things that you may not think, but then it makes something. So that's how connected. And of course, then we keep meeting in different platforms. And it's one thing which you are either in or out. So once you get into this energy journey, you are in. When you see the benefit, you start understanding how it works. And that's what I'll be sharing for new military. Okay. But that's how we met.
Yes. It's not even released a batch before that.
Very first. It was, in fact, it was not called the first batch. We were the guinea pigs. We were really guinea pigs. But when you are guinea pig, you try and you go through everything. Because others get filtered elements. You get everything. So guinea pigs do have advantage. Okay. So we will start with that why before we get into the full-on meditation, because then you will understand. Because if you don't know why, I've felt, that journey I just talked about, that if you don't know why, then what's the point of doing it? What's the point I should know anything detailed if I don't connect to that particular thing? That's why the why is important. And why will not be the theory part, but basically my experience part. All right. So I will just I'll be comfortable.
I'm a student now.
See, no one here took this opportunity. This is, well, that's it.
No, later you can come after the session and go with you.
As I always say, be childlike. Yes, we don't want to be childish, but we should be childlike. And trust me, this is one thing I'm still having target to improve. It's a never ending thing. And that's what we just did. You don't follow the video. So, okay. So, quickly, what do you see here?
Gently that this stuff.
That's okay. You never miss out. There's always chance. And maybe through his high energy, every one of us will get. And how we will know? You see this Sputnik, it's called, it's a sensor, it's recording our energy. I started it 1 hour before we came here, and we'll see the before and after. So please think positive only. All right, what do you see here when you see the graphs? No right or wrong, just what do you think? Good, Nice. You want like this? Dream, dream long. What do you see here? Dry. What does dry means? And what do you see now? No grass, more dry. Weed. Real weed, huh? Not the now weed. Okay. What do you see here? What do you think this family is doing? What kinds of emotions they are going through? Are they excited, sad, angry, happiness? Right? What do you see now? What do you think? They're happy? No? Not so happy or not happy at all? Are they screaming at each other? What do you see now? Fighting? Anger. Okay. So when you see this, just imagine this. We will keep harping about only two things, at least when I talk, energy and thoughts. If you understand these two, rest is easy. We are nothing but bundle of energy. Everything is solid, the steel, our body, the muscles, the mass, we said, come on. No, but 99.999% inside is empty. So it's energy. You are happy, you have the graph, the first side. Child, I'm excited, I'm jumping the job. You will have the first law, the dream law. When you're upset, just a thought alone, the person is in front of you, doesn't matter. You will have the second law. You are yelling at each other, you'll have the third one. That's simple. If you understand this, you got what meditation is all about. Why? Weeds, as we just said in the law, where it's coming from, we are allowing, we are giving the prerequisite. We created a situation where there was nothing in that area. It was just soil. So weeds fly to here, it will fall. Now it has got opportunity. Rain comes, and there I go. So if you don't want weed, don't leave a gap. That's all. We do so much hard work to maintain that kind of law. More hours are spent. But if you work smart, not hard, don't leave a gap. You will not have weed. And meditation is pretty similar story. Again, youth and adult, both, it's important. This is Canada. So I'm not even going world that I know. What do you see here? You have perceived health. So this is people responding. You have mental and physical health. These are different provinces. You have an average of Canada and the different provinces. You see up and down. Doesn't matter. What is the average? Can anyone read for Canada? What is the average percentage? Say about 50, right? That means only 50% people are saying that my perceived health, I'm happy about. That means 1 in 2 having some issue. And then you go by the age. What do you think? 18 to 34. Is it improving year by year? No?
Steady.
It's little. You see every group. If you go 21, 22, 23, it's going down, down, down. Now, it looks steady because the gap is only 1 or 2%. Imagine 2% every year. Where will it be now? Already, this is 23, 25, 2 years later, 5% is down. If it goes the same rate, and you are barely at 50. So in 10 years, when the youth today, from 10 years, they become 20, this percentage may be somewhere around 40. So when people think, oh, meditation is for seniors after retirement, think again. It is more for youth than seniors. Trust me. It's the other way around. Because data is data. Yes, my feeling could be whatever. I'm passionate and I can talk about whatever I'm passionate about. But this is country stuff, not Ajax, Ontario, alone or whatever. So if you are thinking then what? Now, why we are talking about thoughts? So, in your brain, different waves are produced. When you're talking, normally we are in beta state, active state. But what happens?
you have different waveform. When you meditate, the brain wave slows down. When you're calm, it's a different feeling than when you're angry. So active life, yes, you will be active. There will be a lot of things happening. But if you really want to stay at, fifth gear, overdrive mode 24/7, you need everything. In the morning, you get up, yes, you need a little bit of stress, the body to work. But do you really need every time? Which state you want to be most of the day? You decide for yourself. But if you want to drop, if you want to improve your health, you have to slow down. And there is no button to slow down your brain. Again, that's why we meditate. Automatically, your thoughts impacts this noise. Always going in the head. He said, she said, she did this, he did this. Blah, blah, blah. The movie goes on. Right? James Bond movie, always some action is happening. So, if this is happening, there was an experiment done, and this is, I'm talking about 1960 to 70, more than 50 years back, in US, one of the Prime University. What was the experiment? Calm down. How can I calm down? At my will. The experimenter tried everything, chanting, incense, all kind of things, japa, tapa, all kinds. Nothing happened. Then finally the experimenter surrendered. He said, okay, nothing happens, so be it. I just truly, when we say surrender, your ego, everything comes down, surrender. Boom. Immediately the recording went from beta is waves and drop. And that's why trust, belief system is very important. Don't just sit and close my eyes because my mom said, my friend said, it won't work. You can't fool yourself. Ask 1,000 questions, develop your trust, whatever you believe, do only that. That is much better than you're doing a lot just because someone tells you. So this is known, then why people are not doing it? Throughout the day, nowadays, the social media is the worst. I post something and then I wait for response. Oh, only 30 likes. This person didn't like, that person didn't comment, all those chattering noise going on. Your sympathetic and parasympathetic, both are needed. But what happens here? You go under stress. What happens when you're under stress? Two key things. It cut down the energy from your digestive system and it cut down the energy from your immune system. Why? Body says, I need to save myself first. Like, commonly we say, the tiger is chasing. You will not think about what I'm going to cook in dinner. First, you have to save your life. So the body says, more energy in hands and legs. I will deal with the digestion later. I will deal with the immune system later. If I'm alive, then only I need immune system. So body does it automatically. You do nothing. And then when we are constant under stress, and then we say, I'm falling sick. What's happening? I'm eating healthy, organic, but it's not working on key factor. Again, your thoughts, they are driving you. Now, thousands of years ago, Ayurveda clearly mentioned 6 stages of any illness. So where it is starting? Last acute illness, that means I have some problem, my knee pain, whatever. But before that really happened, there must have been symptoms. Some discomfort, you did nothing. It becomes disease. Before discomfort, what happens? Why discomfort? Because there were toxins in the body. Why there were toxins in the body? Because there was issue with the metabolism. Why metabolism got disturbed? Body couldn't handle it? Because your key factor, lifestyle. Lifestyle means what time you get up, what time you sleep, blah, blah, all those things. Not only what you eat, how much you eat, when you eat, all those. But what is the number one issue? Even before your lifestyle, your thoughts. Your thoughts are with you 24/7 even when you're sleeping. We create negativity for no reason. We create stories in our head. Somebody said something to me 10 years ago, I'm still angry. My thoughts. And that is the root cause. And this Ayurveda said 5,000 years ago. So we are not even saying something just, something happened just now. That's why the thoughts are so important. And then how do you revive your brain? Work on your thoughts. Why? Because whatever you think will give you feeling. Whatever feeling gives you emotion. Whatever emotion, the body will produce the hormones or enzymes accordingly. Sometimes stress, hormone, what you will get? Also, adrenaline, stress. If you're happy, you're gonna get all kinds of, oxytocin, serotonin, all positive ones. So your personality will create your personal reality. You improve your thoughts, you become better person, your personality changes. Are you an angry person or you're a calm person? You're a helping guy or you're always whining guy? Your thoughts will decide your personal reality. Science has proven meditation. And look here, only 3.5 days with only 10 minutes of meditation. Your immune system, which is what you see here, IgA, improved by 50%. Your stress, which is cortisol, dropped by just over 16%. So all you have to do is 10 minutes. And we keep telling ourselves, I don't have time. We spend more time telling ourselves, I don't have time, than doing for 10 minutes. So trust me, you don't need 10 hours. You do 10 minutes. Start from that. And then the body will take you. But don't think it is, somebody just said, why should I believe? No. In fact, science has proven that out of all the genes, more than 10%, so we are talking thousands here, meditation can change. So when we say, oh, what can I do? It's in my family, it's in my genes. No. If you stay in the same environment, yes, you will have the same issue as your grandfather had, father had, yes, you may have. You change your thought, you can influence your gene, you can change your gene, you can change the sequence. And you see here the beauty nature has given us. With less than 1 millimeter, 0.1, you are talking a cell, and cell has everything. It has chromosome, it has DNA, it has, like if you stretch it out 5 feet, imagine how can a 5 feet thing fit into a 0.1 millimeter thing? Nature has done that. All you have to do is work on your thought. So what you are doing is genetically. People could be of biological age 75, but their genetical age could be just like if they are at the best level, means my thoughts are pure, I'm not worried, I'm happy. Or I could be 90, but my age is only 26. That means you have seen many people, they are very like seniors, but they are jumping, joyful, they are like doing all kind of physical exercise, and there could be the other round when you are on the reverse of the percentage. 20 years, you could be already 50. And that's why again, why youth needed. Your stress is driving you nuts from inside. You don't know. You think, oh, I'm only 20, why do I need? But your genetic age could be already 50. And if you pay any attention to news these days, every month I'm seeing like some celebrity, some sports Olympic, and those kind of athletes are having some issues. Every day you see this person, passed away or this or that. Those illnesses or diseases, life-threatening, critical, which used to happen when they used to be like seniors, 60, 70, and now it's happening 30 to 40 is a very common. Why? Because we are talking about biological age 30, 40, but what's the genetical age we don't know. So don't delay. Don't think meditation is when I reach 70, because we don't know what's our genetic age. And how do you reverse? Start somewhere. Meditation is so simple, but still if something is not clicking, okay, do breathing. Sir, I cannot do breathing. Okay, do yoga. All three work on your end. Start somewhere. It is typically not possible that none of the three will say, I just cannot do it. Something will work. So start somewhere. Quickly, this is same BioWell or Sputnik that I was talking about. Last week only there was another training and of recap, because the more you learn, the more you discover things. So both home and at work, I use grounding method. What is grounding? We don't walk bare feet nowadays. Always with shoes or chappals, sandals, doesn't matter. We are not in touch with the earth. So there is a grounding mat. It's connected to your pin in the electrical outlet, and then you get the grounding. Because once we are missing earth, and then we say, why I'm sick? Because ion exchange is not taking place. So this sensor sense when I connected, because it's always on. So the first reading was with the on. So what was the room energy? The average, you can see the top line, because they are same scale, right? And when I disconnected it, the energy dropped of the room. I mean, I was surprised. I was not imagining this kind of difference just by grounding my impact. Okay. If my feet is not on the mat and my energy drops, I can understand. It's impacting the room energy. So what happens in Canada? This air circulation. We never get pure air. Think about it. How much time we are spending outside. Panchbhuta, one is air. Same air circulating. Winter or summer doesn't matter. Because when summer comes, either you have allergy or it's too hot, too humid, whatever it is, it's either AC or furnace. So if any time you have doubt, this is what it does. The moment you understand the energy mechanism, then this, in quantum physics, I know we have gone through this. There is a concept of space-time, time-space. So basically, distance and time doesn't matter. Experimenter, my teacher, he's in Bangalore. Right? He's in Bangalore, I'm in Canada, there was a person in Europe, person in Middle East, US, and we did. I don't recommend per se, but for the experiment's sake, we did. So you see where it dropped from the top, the very last one, the vertical drop. The sensor, what you see on the screen, was in the water, and we were all connecting our energies with that water, which is in Bangalore, I'm here. And we were cursing. So you see the entropy, vertical drop. And then 30 seconds only. And then we said, okay, now we will bring all the positive thoughts, positive energy, we'll bless the water. And then we switched. We started blessing the water. And you see it just went up again vertical. So again, okay, one experiment only, but we were just experimenting as a group and learning. But both things, whenever you think energy, keep learning, keep experimenting. And then you will know what you can accept. Because some feelings, some things you will say, no, it's a story, or why do I believe, or I don't know the detail of the experiment, there are many things. So that's why it's important you do your own. But energy is everywhere, don't worry. Why meditate? Meditation will connect with the universe. How universe connect you? Universe will connect you. You could have been anywhere today. Why you are here? You think it was your choice? Before I also used to think, I'm driving the bus. No, it's the universe which makes you connect to certain people or not connect to certain. I was taking a session for the Dallas team, and that week it was multiple weeks. I happened to be in Dallas. And I said, hey, I'm in Dallas. He said, oh, then come over. I was there only to meet one couple. And then those people came who even they were not aware that this person is here. So he came from Australia. And then he brought what you see in the middle, what I'm holding, Shriyan. So what do you see here? I'm holding the Shriyan, yeah? But when you do meditation, you understand the upside down. It's not me holding Shriyan. Shriyan holding. It was not my plan. I was not supposed to be there. Forget about holding it. This we will see later on. We'll talk about briefly. There is a big Omega pyramid coming in Dallas. So there were other two which will go actually to the ground, for the energy of that place. That person had brought from India who had built by us. Right? People call it definitely. So these things happen, and you say, oh, it's coincident or whatever. Once you start doing it, you enhance your energy. So like every year, once I go for this retreat, we went to Mount Shasta. Year before this year, we went to Sedona, and then we take a guide, local guide, healer, that kind of person, not just tourist guide, no, who's into energy, and then we do the meditation. We go typically on full moon. And for me personally, I was stuck with out of 4 reasons that I kind of identified with myself. I was stuck with the 4. That's where I got the clarity and everything. So keep walking. This is the journey. Don't think in one day you will get all the answers, but keep on. You will never say that, okay, I lost so much time. I don't know. That doesn't happen. So just when we end, don't find a solution outside. It is always inside. So you have to connect with your energy. Don't predict your future. Why waste time? But create your future. Once you start working with the energy, you can get what you want. Okay? Because you get clarity in where you should be, where you don't need to run all those things. And especially the genes, what we just saw, they are not your destiny. So don't worry about it. Anytime you say, hey, I have this, my genetics and all, no, you can influence your genes. You can change your genes. Science has already proven this. Nothing more. But you have to trust energy and thoughts. Keep experimenting. The more you experiment, the more you learn. You're born in it, because everybody has it. So, thanks everyone. So, now. Now it's time for what we are
Can
here.
you explain meditation please comments? Because beginners are there. He says give the instructions and then take us to stream meditation. But then
So after that, you will do
again
meditation.
I do on short meditation.
Yeah, because I'm not missing your meditation.
Absolutely.
That is fine. Yes, okay. So. Talking ultimately, I will be using my swimming pool. One. Masters, let's close our eyes. First, you have to sit in comfortable posture. Like we say, Subhasan, or any form, cross leg, cross hand, wherever you feel your comfort level. The reason we cross our hand or legs so that it forms vertical circuit in the body. So you can collapse your fingers, or you can just rest your right hand on top of the left. Just rest your right palm on top of the left. That also forms vertical circuit, feels your cosmic energy will not leave to be in your body more and more better. Just pay attention from head to toe. The reason we pay attention so that if there is any stress, you'll relieve it. Very good. Just place your attention, your face, your neck, shoulders. Feel your spine, just wiggle a little bit and you feel it. In case you have caused any stiffness, the moment you realize, you relax it. Hands and legs. Masters, now that your body is relaxing, breathe normally. That's great. Maintain a gentle smile on your face. A simple act of maintaining a gentle smile relaxes your biggest nerve, the longest nerve in our body. The moment you relax, releases or it relaxes you and reduces your stress. Now, get into deep meditation. So start observing your breath. As you breathe in, as you breathe out, observe the movement of air. Again, coming out. With every breath, you inhale a lot of cosmic energy. And with every exhale, you let go a lot of toxins from your body.
observing your breath, your normal. Slow. Without any idea. Possible that you may meditation, you may get a thought. When you keep thinking, don't worry, don't fight with your thoughts. Just come out of it and start observing your breath. Our breath is our pranasana. That's your life force. The normal, natural, soft breath. Inhale, exhale. When we connect with our breath, it connects us with our inner self. Observe the sensation. Inhale. As you exhale. Let's rub our palms. And we place the fingers on your eyes for 5 seconds. This way, the positive energy on your fingertips will not go away. To your eyes, it will be away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly. Very good. Keep the fingers on your eyes. Open your eyes. Come to your normal self. Come to your normal environment. Now it's time for us to hear from you. So now is the. Okay, sure. So, yeah, so below 10 years, I know we have a lot of young masters. If they want to just, go upstairs and chill, it's fine, right? You know, tired, you think, then we can have volunteers. There's only one. One more.
Have a chat.
You meditated very good. Till the session. It is enough for me to know.
Want something, some activity, some division, you can send them.
Oh, so she's got stuff back.
Yeah, they both can do.
Oh,
Children love my sessions because I send them very happy.
Quick question. Anybody wants to have some water or anything, or are we good? Start with the hours and whatever.
Yeah, it's nothing else.
Should we-
Parliament, I sent an email. So they can use the function. Email is using.
My child,
Yeah, you tell me you need to say.
oh, one of my first, she, Q, R, A, P. V underscore.
Yeah, that's all.
Even. Yeah, please, how are you?
And
Short video.
I need to know people like this to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came.
Yeah.
Marley, it came up. I sent it to you. It will open, it will refresh. It's very big glass.
This is, this is a free gift from North America. Here it is very hard to get the normal size. you like what tea, coffee, you always get marked. Everything is.
You got it? Sure.
So this one is capturing the not only. So these spikes is capturing the insanity first by the historic captures the human image. So like right now it is doing this. After that, say I can remove this, I check my fingers and it will give you the chakra, my all my heart, my all the systems energy. That's where so you know okay my gut is my lung, prostration. All the organs, because based on Ayurveda, Chinese, Meridian, and allopathy. So you get the medicine. Measuring energy is not joules. It checks in joules. And then it converts the software into the graph in terms of entropy, area, minutes of calculation, so one of the same. And that way you know that okay, if I'm doing certain practice, either you change your life or you do so meditation. So when I started, I had about 70% chakra life. And then I see it going to 80, 85. Once it goes to 90, then 90 to 91 informs it. Like 88 to 95, I said, okay, you're doing good. But at least then it developed my faith that it works. So then I told my wife, no, you good. And telling my kids, I said, okay, I'll leave you alone. Then after a year, they slowly asked me. I said, good, now you're after one. So this is so like if you said before and after, so it will tell you what was the energy. Nobody was here, then what was the energy as people came or whatever. So like you see the graph, it will just keep it's just recording continuously and then it will give you the whole energy that so yeah, because this one is capturing every 5 seconds more than me. And then I can my figure directly through you. Like the Russian, you know, that the Carolian technology, they are the same technology, but it just checks fingers. Because fingertips are connected to different organs. So it basically software it says, okay, 5 sectors or whatever it is, it says, okay, this one has this, and then we have left and right, like 2 kidneys, 2 lungs. So then it will check the balance that okay, one side is getting weak. So like I will you can fix disorder becomes acute. Divide it. Develop it. And now it's done. So that's the beauty. So see left and right, your balance is coming. Then if both sides have imbalance, now it's late. It will take more time to fix. But now the problem is on both sides. Because first one side will compensate for the other. We still don't pay attention, then the body says, what do you believe? You abuse me a lot. So that's why I thought that how can we avoid that?
individuals, I would say try to work it out more. So, to to get trust in it, to feel confident it is working for you. Example, when we buy a TV, we'll test all the options, settings, and everything, right? In the same way, I would say, and you test this Anapanasati to the extent you feel that it's working for you. Until then, if you don't feel confident, it's of the years will go on, but still we will not be confident, and we can't tell others that it's working for us. You will not be confident. So, and this. So I was initially I tested it. So I've been very rigorous and for 2-3 years, and I used to maintain at least like 1 to 2 hours when I sleep, and I was doing a lot of seva as well. Seva in sense like spreading meditation, and in that way where you learn how to conduct yourself. I mean to say uh like connecting yourself in such how to controlling how to get friend with your mind. So yeah, I would say just test it until you feel confident, and once you have your confidence, then you will level it. That's what it is driving me all through the years, and that's all. Thank you so much.
Just wanted to let you all know that it was through him we were able to get GK sir here. He sponsored his visa and tickets, and he was responsible to get him.
To be honest, there is nothing much my effort in it. It's all still mass blessing, or you may call it God or universal energy, whatever you name it. It's nothing. I would say I'm talking now because of the universal energy. I can't say it's universal energy is mine. So just whatever it is given to me, I'm just using it small, minute part of it. That's it. I could say nothing is mine. Sometimes I get if we think that we still say spiritual path, as of my knowledge, is a big path until you get to the highest level, like until you reach 100% marks or 100% type. We keep falling in 3 gunas all the time. We need to keep checking. So no matter what, if you go like until the third eye stage or whatever, till the 95 percentile marks also, still we keep falling in those 3 gunas like Rajo, Tamo, and Sattva guna. So it's not that easy, but it's all it's all Astromaster's blessing. Sometimes I get emotional. I don't know why, but I try to avoid it. But I'm very happy. Yeah.
It's very natural. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm here because it's all they're always been guiding. So the masters have been always guiding. So I'm just going with the flow. That's it. Thank you.
Mostly is also an energy.
Big
All these are the energy levels.
point.
It has to
So
grow, right?
thank you.
Sir, again, you have to say now, Dr. DK. See, how secretly it is. Keep on postponing. There is a very important emergency, surgical emergency. So, go for surgery or not.
See, we believe in universe. Because of that call, Dasharath
Ah.
had to come and talk to us. Otherwise, he was not getting up.
Now Malini has to be introduced. You know everyone here?
Yeah.
You know everyone?
Yeah.
I hope. No.
Yes. No, I hope.
It's okay. Yeah, now I don't want to give my 21, okay, it is my day. So. Thank you all for joining. Today is Sunday morning. Okay. Vegan meal is guaranteed after the session.
Absolutely.
So thank you very much for nice presentation, beautiful pictures, and I was just enjoying the presentation, basic presentation to understand why that is so important, and then followed by meditation is pretty good, the pyramid, and good relaxation as well. And so pranams to Brahmash Patriji, who taught me the science of meditation and then art of healing through wisdom in the initial days. What are the little topics I have chosen today? The same topic you can understand from the enlightenment perspective. That is what he always teach. But being a medical doctor, I applied those concepts when I am counseling my PGs. PG means the patient God. When I say the PG, we don't want to call them as just patients, so we call them as patient God. When I talk to them, whatever the theory as a spiritual science subject I learned from him in the beginning days, in the year 1995, when I met him almost like 29 years ago. The same thoughts and the codes he gave, they work as a root principle to give complete health in the different parts of the body and for the different diseases and different planes from physical to social plane. So this is something like teachings that led to the development of spiritual tablets or the wisdom capsules with which I am operating today across the globe. And whatever my desire I have in my childhood, I used to think very passionately, I need to invent a tablet. It should cure from headache to cancer, and it should not cost even a single dollar. That is what my childhood very strong imagination, almost from 5th standard to 7th, 8th. So while going to college in cycle, I used to see a lot of Larium bottles in the medical stores. You know those bottles, Noni, Goni, and then different bottles. So on that, there will be a bunch of diseases written in them, from constipation to cancer. Everything will be cured. So I used to think maybe I will develop Gopal Krishna bottle like this. Dr. GK, another bottle will add to the existing bottles. Because those are the only bottles which can give you complete health for array of diseases. Otherwise, the rest of all the tablets are for headache, it is different, and for julab, it is different. Finally, destiny. In this lifetime, I landed in the journey of meditation. So meditation is the only one tablet, of course. No need to give any single pie. And from headache to cancer, it is the answer. And of course, when the student is ready, the master will appear. Once you jump into meditation, during that inward journey, through your experiences, what are the problems we have? And we get the righteous wisdom automatically. The reason I stepped into this wisdom area and developed these many spiritual tablets is because when I met Patriji, while working with him, he used to say in the beginning days always, I tell in Telugu first, Dhyanam varne jnanam, jnanam varne mukti. Meditation will give you the wisdom, wisdom will give you liberation. And he teaches always meditation only. Then I used to think, meditation will give wisdom. What about this wisdom? Of course, he gave Tulsi Dalam, he used to give spiritual books, he teaches lot of wisdom every time. He himself will read different authors' book like Richard Bach, say Linda Goodman, Ruth Montgomery, Thomas Castaneda, all those books he reads and then he give it to us. Because we are all the group of medical doctors. A bit good in understanding the English books and then understanding from the ground. But he insists only on meditation in those days. Wherever he go, he play the flute, make the people to meditate, and then session is over. A little wisdom he used to share. So that is where I used to think about a lot about the wisdom area. If the wisdom is the final thing, why not he give the wisdom? Why it starts with meditation? And then I learned meditation. I got a lot of experience like Shri Sai Baba, Ramakrishna Paramsa, Jesus Christ. So many masters appeared in my meditation. I used to get a lot of telepathic experiences. A little throat infection I have. Frequently, I used to go for antibiotic treatments every year at least 3-4 times. That was completely cured with my own meditation. I got different types of energy movements and I used to self-heal myself with that energy. And then within 2.5 days, it was gone without even using a single medicine. And of course, it keeps coming whenever I am exposed to cold things and AC environment and all. But today, I am taking such a long flights, but even a bit and pinch of discomfort I don't get. That was completely gone. After becoming vegan, it's much more, in advantage position. Reasons different. And then I came to Vizag, my native place. So there I started teaching the same to some people. Patriji came, lot of sessions like this, we organized different sessions we used to organize. So the journey almost like 3.5 to 4 years. It's going on. Parallelly, some of the pathological trials I'm going to explain, those started appearing. But still I am not very serious about this journey, teaching, and somewhere or other there is a point source of doubt. Is it really good? Is it really correct? Am I deviating from my actual MBBS degree? All these things are there parallelly. And a lot of people are approaching me because I am a medical doctor as well as meditator. After doing the 40 days or 3 months or 6 months, still they are not able to achieve complete health. If they are not able to stop their medicines for hypertension, diabetes, etc., they used to approach me. So what extra I can tell them? I also know only that part of the meditation. Only thing is I did hours together. I did some experiments on my body, like without eating food 1 month I tried because Patriji insisted on that. And I'm successful with that. And I gained certain things out of it. And one fine day, after this example, we go into the actual teachings of him. I am attending a neurosurgery in the department I am working. I am just a small bee in that because the main doctor who comes from Chennai, from Ramchandra Medical College, is a super surgeon kind of neurosurgery. He has to come, he has to fly from Chennai to do the surgery. So this is in 1990, almost like 25 years ago. And my department doctor is there and 2 assistant DMD surgeons. I am just a duty medical officer. So the surgery to remove a small tumor, it starts from morning 4 a.m. until night 11 o'clock. The whole show will happen. 2 hours the patient preparation. Starting from shaving area to metallic paint and then making it prepare. And then the surgery, anesthesia 2 hours. And then surgery stays for 6 hours to 8 hours. The actual surgery. And there is a 10 lakh rupee microscope they have to use. And we are all around 25 people, including the top surgeon to paramedical staff. Patient has to sign the paper. Any time if I die, I go home. There is no bother. He has to prepare for that. And a 4 lakh rupee money. After surgery, another recovery is anesthesia 2 hours. because brain anesthesia is something different. It's not like the other parts of the body. A separate posture and then, settling him. Then again, emergency ICU. 3 hours we have to follow him. So usually the duty doctor should not change from morning to night because the continuity should be there. Handing over, they won't allow because they may miss something. And the last 3 hours, we monitor like hell. Every 15 minutes, we have to take just 35 parameters every 15 minutes. And by 10:30, my duty is over. I came home, and at that time, the phones are like Motorola, big phones are there. I just kept that phone like a Gada instrument. And I just, before sleeping, I just put on the cassette, and there a beautiful voice is coming. From headache to cancer, anything you can solve by observing your breath. Daddy person is speaking, with Patrici. So the moment I listened to it, I was such an angry face I am. See, just to remove a small ball of tumor from the brain, there are 25 staff. The patient is ready to die. A 20 lakh microscope. A doctor coming from Chennai from morning 4 a.m. to night 11 a.m. And it is not the end of the story. Still, it will goes on another 10 days in the ICU. And he simply says, just observe the breath from headache to cancer. Everything will be solved. Am I fool to believe in these words and then go with this my degree and all everything? So I am so angry. And then I tapped the tape recorder with my hand and it was stopped and I just left. I don't follow this bullshit. I just do meditate for myself, but I'm not going to teach about this. As usual, around midnight at 1:30, 2 o'clock, I got a beautiful dream. That is how usually the nature speaks to me inwards. And it is so crystal clear that he studied everything and he realized, and then he is able to speak very confidently on that. You have not gone depth into it. You have just in the superficial area, only the simple basic meditation and energy. So we are thinking like that. So study in depth of it. What exactly, why the disease, where from it comes, what is the solution. And so that dream clearly gave me again a sense of hope and how depth I have to go. Everything, it was so clear. Then on that day, I decided, okay, let me go in deep of it. Why the disease come, where they are arising. If it's so, what is the solution part of it? What best I can do in this area? From that day onwards, in and out, every healing related book, and especially the patients are my books. Every PG. I might have conducted a small sessions like this, more than 3,000 in number. More than 3,000. Nook and corners of the village together. All sorts of sessions. In every session, I will ask anybody using medicine, raise their hands. I count them and I take the phone numbers. I will follow them. Almost for a period of 4.5 years, I traveled with so many patient gods and I used to listen to them. I used to teach them meditation. They have only 3 choices. If you laugh if I tell these 3 choices. One is they have to close their doors. Tell Namaskara, Dr. GK, don't call me again. I am good with my life. I can't do whatever you are telling. They have to reject me completely, closing their doors. That is one choice. Or they have to be completely healed. And they say, yes, the meditation worked for me, knowledge worked for me. Or the third option is they have to die. Because if they are there, I will call them. Of course, the 4th stage cancers, that is the solution. Once they die, I can't. So there are only 3 choices. Continuously, day and night, I worked terribly, like 4.5 years. By that time, these spiritual tablets, like almost more than 350 number, they automatically emerged. What are the concepts I learned from him?
straight away in the body, in the organs, in day-to-day life, where these tablets can be applicable as a spiritual pathology. We know the pathology from the doctors, like, gene theory is there, infection theory is there, post-traumatic theory is there. During pregnancy, something will happen that will automatically lead to the development of hypoxic damage and then blah blah blah. So, like the medical theory, so these spiritual wisdom that we are learning from Bhagavad Gita Sloka or GS Bible, everything is one and the same. Our autobiography of Yogi, whatever the book you take, faith, wisdom. Wisdom is everything same. That is not actually the pathology behind each and every illness. That is what I crack. I means not me, the whole group together. In the first clinical trial, we had around 40 masters put together. We registered 1,200 cases. Out of that, 750 cases were more than 90% success. In the year 2003 to 2005, mid of 5, with 7 centers, meditation centers. That is my first clinical trial, I can say. And then at 25 Rural Hospital, I took the top floor, I kept exclusively for this kind of spiritual training. Everybody is equipped with this beautiful pyramid and plants and crystals, high energy curtains, only plant-based food, masters in hand to clarify their doubts. They used to do 6 hours, 8 hours meditation on the bed itself. Lot of osteoarthritis points and then polyarthralgias, autoimmune disorders. A youth came with ankylosing spondylitis, and he was there for 2.5 months in my nursing home. Until today, he is live. Otherwise, ankylosing spondylitis means they are supposed to die in 3 to 5 years. Maximum 10 years is their lifespan, because the whole spine will become a bamboo spine. It will be fused, and the lungs will collapse, and they will die. This is what the medical fraternity will give you. The prognosis part of it. Till today, he is happily living, family, children, and teaching meditation to all, like a doctor. He became a doctor actually. He married to a one physiotherapist. She also came out of her profession. Both of them are traveling all around South India and teaching meditation to them. So, keeping in view of some seniors here, I would like to tell some of the Patriji concepts today. In brief, may not be in depth, and in another half an hour, 40 minutes, we will wind up with a 10 minutes of meditation including. And yeah, so before, a little case studies is a benign pyroglossal cyst. Photo is more better than this theoretical explanation. What will, which one? Yeah. Yeah. So this guy, very recent case, 2023, he came to me with a thyroid pyroglossal cyst, 5 centimeters tumor. Any doctor is here? Medical doctor? Any alternate therapy doctor?
Budding medical doctor.
Students. Okay, good. Sometimes I abuse, don't tell anyone. Of course, I didn't like it. So, still I respect the whole medical system. It's a different part of the story. So he came with a 5 centimeters tumor. It is a very easy surgery. Simply they can remove it. The only problem is he has got little OCD, the fear factor, and the surgery means they will put the knife on the throat. That is the problem, right? So going for a surgery where they put knife on the throat. So always he comes and says, if it is a little deep, what is my life? Okay, but of course medicine is not that so stupid. But because of that reason, he want to work on himself. So for me also a beautiful case, a surgery, surgical tumor, which is supposed to be go for surgery only, but he did a great job. And in the year 2024, exactly, we took a scan, and as well as it's a physical picture, you see there is a zero tumor. There is no surgery. He stayed in my holistic admission center for 40 days first, intense meditation, 6 hours in a day, more or less altogether, like a personal people will do, 11-day program. And then again, he went home. Again, he came back, second attempt. In the third attempt, he came to know parallelly with meditation, he understood he is passionate about music. So he downloaded a Star Maker app with a karaoke. He started singing regularly. Today, it was completely gone. There is only a 0.75 or 1 centimeter tumor which is deep inside. It looks like almost normal. And he is working as an in charge for my holistic center, which is situated in a 25-bed hospital near Hyderabad airport in Shadnagar. It's a 2-floor hospital where I keep all my surgical problems, especially cancer cases. Normally they go for chemotherapy, radiotherapy, but they stay in the hospital and do intense workout on themselves with the energy supports in place. He is in charge for them because he doesn't like any other jobs, and straight away he came to me after the training and treatment. So here I want to say, whatever the tumor we are seeing as a physical structure, it is nothing but an energy mass. If you work out by knowledge wise, energy wise, and all that unwanted energy will be dissipated and the tumor automatically will go away. This is a clear-cut example with the latest 23-24. And if you have a phone number, you can talk to him and he can share his journey. He knows a little bit Hindi as well. And then, so this is ulcerative colitis, which is very tough in the medical community. Lifetime they have to use medication. All irritable bowel syndrome, ulcerative colitis, Crohn's disease, these are all colon disorders, which is very tough. And then 2005, she came to me. There is an ulcerative colitis colonoscopy report on the left hand side. She is in a steel plant city hospital. And in 2012, just for the research purpose, I sent her for colonoscopy again. She don't want to go because she is completely asymptomatic within 2 years. No medication, nothing, no complaints. She absorbed the project. She is the academic CEO for the Spiritual Tablet Foundation, India. She take care of all the logistics today. And in 12, when we did it is a normal colonoscopy result. And Dr. Gastroenterologist surprised. How come it comes a normal report? He want to check it again with another colonoscopy. He said, no, I'm happy with this. And similarly, it is an ovarian cyst. He came to me with a 9 centimeter ovarian tumor. And then there are the before and after reports within 12. And then 24. Again, latestly we took. So there is no ovarian tumor in that. And this also doctor, again, he sent her to second scan center to confirm it. This is the latest one I took. Actually, before that, immediately after 1.5 years, we had another report. So she also realized her purpose, how to go with this wisdom into the community. When she came to me, emotionally she's so bad. There is a lot of crime, lot of abuse from the childhood, all those things are there. Today, whatever the PCOD symptoms we are seeing, a lot of anger, children. It's not because of that Swadhisthana Chakra emotional blockage. If we work with them with inner shade workshop or through cognitive behavior therapy and with a simple meditation, if they can recollect and if they come out of all those past patches, then the PCOD automatically will go away. There is no surgery required. Hundreds and thousands of PCOD cases today, we are just working out with the meditation and inner child workshop as well as working on the emotional part, the second chakra. For that, I came up with a book, Garbhashay, Uterus, Spiritual Tablets for the Uterus. If they read that book, it's a small pocket book which gives a different array of reasons. Once they work with the wisdom, if they understand how to balance their emotions, then that's it. Automatically, they can come out of uterus problems. So that is how the theory and then practically results we got. So the inner doctor, we need to develop. And then holistic approach is required. physical, mental, intellectual, and spiritual, and social, all the planes we have to take care. And not only just allopathy, to the allopathic medicine, we need to add the spiritual component, meditation and plant-based diet. And in diet also, there are different diets that are coming, emerging day by day, giving wonderful results that we need to consider. So now, coming to some of the concepts to understand. This is a simple concept I learned, listen from Patrici, 4 obstacles of a warrior. A pure theory. Fear, ego, spiritual power, and laziness. These are the 4 obstacles through which we make a journey as a spiritual master or meditation seeker. This concept was given by Don Yuan in Teachings of Don Yuan book. The first one is fear. We come face to face with the fear when we start doing meditation and the inward journey. Whenever I say fear, the problems with the root chakra, from low back pain to all the leg problems and the genital problems, those are all related to the root chakra which operates with fear. So when you meditate and by understanding the wisdom, if you are out of the fear means you are out of all the root chakra related problems. It can be a piles complaint or fissure or sciatica problems, low back pain, disc problems, genital problems, frequent urinary infections. These are all looks like externally with a different medical pathology, but root cause is the fear factor. Fear again, body fear, mind fear, intellectual fear, and soul fear. There are 4 types of fears. That is another depth level. So when I understood the fear, one has to get out of it. When I listened to Patrici, at that time it is only a normal concept. But when I started working with the different illnesses, especially with the root chakra, it is the fear that is creating all the illnesses in and around the root chakra. Then coming to ego, means incomplete knowledge. Don Yuan says it is clarity. People say, I am so clear. That so clear itself is an obstacle. Nothing is complete, We keep learning every time. One should not close with their own wisdom. Whenever the new wisdom is coming, then you have to surrender, and you should be a learner constant. We are learners, teachers, and doers, according to Richard Bach. So the ego factor is nothing but Swadhisthana and Manipura, especially Manipura. Manipura is the area where all your ego will hit you. The power is there, wheel of relationships are also there, and the ego factor will hit the Manipura. So the diabetes, liver problems, and gastritis, especially gastric problem, and some of the hernia are there. All these area problems looks like they are different mechanical things, but the actual is the ego opponent. If they work with intense meditation and wisdom, if they are out of ego, if they are constantly operating as a learner, then automatically the problem will completely solve it. And then comes the spiritual power. The power means here, it's not that spiritual powers I'm talking about like telepathy, aura, clairvoyance, teleportation. Those are all advanced powers. There the consciousness is so low. Nowadays, the powers means the thought power, speech power, position power, sthana power, time and money. These are the 5 powers actually. These powers we have to use according to this concept only for spirituality. Means to gain individual level spiritual wisdom or the community, to raise the community consciousness. We have to use the powers. Whatever the powers we are acquiring, thought power, speech power, we have to use only for gaining wisdom. But where we are using it? After in material world, to get a job, okay, to get name and fame, to acquire a lot of material possessions like car, buildings, property, gold. Every time we are using these powers only to preserve and acquire the material things. According to Jesus Christ, Seek is the kingdom of God and his righteousness first, then all else will be added unto you. Means you have to understand the God within, the potential within. Then everything automatically comes to you. So it is like the other way around. We should not hit directly the material positions. We have to hit the spiritual growth. If you achieve here, then you are bound to achieve whatever you want in your life. The righteous way, whenever whatever is required righteously, that will automatically come, and you are always happy with it. This is what the concept says. So when we are using this spiritual power in a wrong way, that hits the neuronal part of our body. In the physical body, the neurons, the brain, the spinal cord, and the nerve cells, the nerves that are supplying the signals, these are directly related to the spiritual power. The paralysis problems, weakness of the limbs because of the nerves are not working, diabetes, the peripheral neuropathy, the burning sensation because of the nerves, all these nerve-related problems, epilepsy with the brain matter problems, all related to failure to use the spiritual power in a righteous. When they use this power, whatever is acquired from the previous lifetimes or that they acquired here, they use in a wrong area. That will automatically hit the neuronal component of the body. That is what the direct proportional thing we observe in thousands of cases. Finally, the spiritual laziness, adhyatmic alas. People know everything. Meditation is good, wisdom is good, Bhagavad Gita is there, but they don't have time to look into it. They are so busy. So that is not spiritual laziness, adhyatmic alas. What we are supposed to do, that you know, but we don't do it. So this will be applicable in most of the skin problems. The skin diseases, they are there, they live with it. Means you know wisdom. You reach it to a stage. After that, you know what you are supposed to contribute, but you don't want to do it, both quality wise and quantity wise. So that little gap will start with the skin problem, and then finally it will go with some sort of severe psychiatric issues and different types of illnesses that we see, which are in a bit advanced way. And 1 in 1 lakh illnesses, those are all related to that spiritual laziness factor. And I have observed, because I am in this field since last 28 years, I can track the patient's history because they are in continuous contact with me. You will see the vitiligo patches, vitiligo, white patches, some people will find. It is very rare phenomenon, 1 in 1 lakh you see. It starts with a simple patch, but if they don't start working on it intensely, if they take the people who took the exceptional journey, they are super good. They become superhumans, almost like a god. And they don't bother about those patches also. And over a period of time, they will get a beautiful face. Those patches will turn up into a different color and it will fix there. People also can't identify that they have that problem earlier. The whole body is totally affected. I have one case like that till today. But the other way around, if they neglect it, they don't take that smaller alarms, and it will hit a different area of the life. So that's why, for me, the diseases are just like physical experiences trying to tell you something as a friend. Hey, you are deviating from your life, correct yourself, and then you are good. Like an alarm on the body. It is not just someone is giving you punishment or something is coming from somewhere or something like that. So for me, I don't consider any third eye experience or dream or coincidence. I consider only the physical body experience in the name of the disease. That's it. That is what all my travel. And when I am digging and then going inside, then these tablets came out. All these wisdom capsules you will see everywhere, like a normal things, but behind that, there is a beautiful spiritual pathology is involved. And then 3 types of services. This is a beautiful concept I learned from Patrice the first time. For me, the service means just giving roti, kapda, makan. Someone is tough in life, just give money to serve him. This is what we know, right? This is what I used to know. And I used to do a lot. First time I came to know from Imam, there are 3 types of services: social service, spiritual service, and spiritual science service. How many of you know this concept? There are 3 types of services. Anybody know? Not in little tablet master. Yeah. Okay, good. Social service is like giving the food, shelter, and clothing. Roti kapda makan service, I can say. Spiritual service is again the same, but in front of a Swamiji or a photo or in a temple atmosphere. It is called Sharanagat Seva. So that Nastik will become Astik. First time they will try to believe in God because they are getting something from that God or from that Swamiji. Whatever. So there is a belief system will be created towards the God path. The spiritual science service is nothing but giving only meditation, giving only wisdom, making themselves completely self-sufficient by soul. What are the problems they get? They sit in meditation and they have to solve for themselves. It is not just giving energy healing from outside. Energy healing comes even in the spiritual service area, more or less. Out of these 3, Lord Krishna did only the spiritual science service. That is what actually the Bhagavad Gita. He might have lifted the Govardhan Giri to protect them miraculously, or did the Shesha dance and all everything to protect them. But when he left, he gave only the Bhagavad Gita. Means if you follow the wisdom, you will be happy. Similarly, Jesus, any God, if you take, they have done a lot of miracles, but finally they left the wisdom. That is what finally the spiritual science service will do. It is like a postgrad syllabus or a PhD, you can say. If you want to really help the other person, what best you can give is, you can teach them meditation, you can give them the wisdom, what you have got. They become completely independent. They don't even surrender to any external thing or a Swamiji or any God. They themselves feel that they are God and they will operate with their thoughts. That is what the ultimate service on the earth plane. Initially, I learned this. I understood. Okay, slowly I started making my own baby step to get out of that social service activity and slowly into spiritual science service. Because you have not worked with Patricia, I want to tell you one story as well. Initially, when I met Patricia, we are very few people with him. You know what he used to do when the beggar comes? A beggar comes to his house, he used to show him a 10 rupee note or a 50 rupee note sometimes, whatever is there in the pocket. I will give this to you if you do meditation for 40 minutes. Simply he used to invite inside and they have to meditate for half an hour or 40 minutes and then he used to give 10 rupee, 50 rupee. Sometimes there is no money with him. He will show him that food on the dining table. I will give you full meal, Baba. Do meditation for 1 hour. And he meditate. Within 6 months, what happened is, all the beggars in that area, they came to know there is a daddy person inside. If you knock the door, no doubt he will get food or 10 rupee or 50 rupee, but you have to meditate for 1 hour. And simply they come to the door, they will do namaskar, and they will go in. Nobody dare to come inside. This is what happened almost like 1.5 years. Even the roadside also, if any beggar touches the hand, he will say, I will give you food if you meditate for 15 minutes. Or I will give food, after that you have to meditate. This is what he did. After that, there is a jet category. We are all there, no? So no beggar will approach you. First we will connect to them. Simply we get rid of them by giving some money. Patris is not disturbed at all. That is how from the scratch he developed. When I listened this concept, it is a simple concept for me. But when I started my practice with the meditation health clinic, with a group meditation hall, serious meditation chamber, music and dance clinic center, spiritual books library, and a classroom to teach meditation. This is my clinic actually, first meditation clinic. Patriji opened. A new patients who comes in, they used to confuse. Yeah, I came to an MBBS doctor or something else, and they used to go away. Immediately I call them, come, and they will make a round, and then they will show the allopathy room also, a small instruments I kept for saline and all everything. And they understand, okay, some doctor is better, and I write the prescription, and then the meditation doctor will show. So when I started my practice, then people started approaching me with frozen shoulders and tennis elbows and severe spondylitis complaint. They used to come to me. Most of them are Reiki and pranic healers, for your surprise. Lot of Reiki pranic healing they do, and they come with a frozen shoulder. Then I used to tell this concept to them. There are 3 types of services. You cannot simply give energy, healing. You have to make them understand the technique, do them self-healing. Let them do their own meditation. Only through wisdom we can cure the people. So all from spondylitis to fingertip, hand-related problems, how to give and how to take. For receiving also there are 3 principles. That is another tablet concept. But when giving, you have to understand, if you are a beginner on this plane, as a baby soul, yes, we are entitled to give food, protein, and services we can do. If you are infant and baby soul, because you need to know what to give. At least the giving nature you have to understand. But if you are an evolved soul, you cannot simply finger into other people's karma by donating food and clothes and shelter. We are here to give only wisdom. That is what Lord Krishna did, Jesus did, Zoroaster did, Guru Nanak did. That is what we need to follow. Helping other person is not just throwing money. It is understanding them as an energy being and giving them wisdom. So most of the shoulder, neck and hand related problems, I apply these 3 types of services concept. And there is another concept, true service, Nijamaya Seva, and then the receiving principles. These 9 tablets only I use very thoroughly, and we try to identify their daily program, weekly program, wherever they are fingering unnecessarily to people's karma by their verbal way, thoughts way, and we cut down all those areas and we replace it with spiritual service, science service, and it is gone. No physiotherapy, nothing is required, no surgery is required. And there are cases with recurrent shoulder displacement. Medical people will know. Frequently the shoulder will be, even in the bus if they are holding like this and they are traveling, suddenly the shoulder will displace. Because the rotator cuff will be there, that will be weakened. And frequently, but that surgery is required actually. But if you fix it in knowledge path, it will completely cure. No surgery is required and they never get that frequent shoulder dislocation, which is actually a surgical solution. And then common man to ruler. The common man, we start life as a Chalakudu. Chalak is common man. From the common man, they should become listeners. Means Shravanadu. Shravan means listening. Chalakudu to Shravanadu. From Shravanadu, he will become grasper. Means Grahakudu. Observer. Means he grasps the things completely. Once you listen, then you will grasp the things. After grasping, then they will become practitioner. Means sadhana. Grahakudu will become sadhana. Means sadhana. Doing sadhana. After doing immense sadhana, practicing, then he will become teacher. So sadhana will become bodhak. He will become bodhak. So Chalakudu, Shravanadu, Grahakudu, Sadhakudu, and then bodhak. So if you are in that bodhana, teacher stage for 5 to 10 years, then we will become a ruler. Means shashan. पत्र के लिखे हुए जैसे वो बन जाता है. Whatever you stand, it will become a truth. That is Shashan. The Gautam Buddha is a Shashan. Whatever he speaks, it becomes the truth. So these are all the different stages. So Patriji used to say simply this grading concept. Now you can identify where exactly you are in this chain. Are you a common man? Are you learned a lot of things already? You understood about meditation? Are you practicing intensely? Are you started teaching already about this to other people? Whether your words are like a Shastra, like Gautama Buddha or not, banaya ki nahi. So you have to identify yourself and then you have to start the next thing. So this is simple concept initially, but when a PG comes, a senior master comes, I will understand from this concept perspective. Sometimes people will come, they do good meditation, they got great relief already for their problems. A little problem is still persisting, maybe the thyroid 25 mg is still there, or the diabetes, some metformin 500 mg on and off they have to take. From that point they come, I want to stop this tablet. He is good with these practices, but he is not stuck into teaching. And miraculously, they will come up with a dream where they are serving food for hundreds and thousands of people. That kind of dream they will come. For the physical body, food serving is physical reality. For the soul, it is giving spiritual food, means teaching to other people. You got the point? How we correlate? Any food related dreams, if you are in the kitchen, still you are in the observer and practitioner stage. Still you are in the kitchen for the food preparation kind of dream. If you are in the dining table or serving few people or thousands of people, that is all about teacher activity. Becoming on the way to the ruler, the Shashna, in a big way. So based on the experience and dreams, and we can understand, now we need to step into teaching. So that is how easily we can identify with their experiences what stage they are, and from there we have to push to the next. The moment they start teaching intensely, that leftover remnant of tablet of thyroid or whatever, that will automatically go away. One fine day they come with clean investigations and nothing there, no complaint, nothing is there. Per se, the spiritual tablet foundation is to stop medication. That is where exactly we work. And later, even though the investigations, if you do, still it show normal value. As a beginner, you can learn meditation and do all sorts of things. If everything is gone, you are good, happy, don't come to us. If you want to stop medication, if you want to get rid of the surgical problems, yes, definitely in that area, we can work with you. We are not saying that 100% we can guarantee the death and birth and all. Whatever the best we can do, provided if you also, both the hands will join. So here, this is one grading concept which gives us where exactly we are operating. And 3 types of happinesses: Vishyananda, Bhajanananda, and Brahmananda. We know that happiness, everybody wants to live very happy. If someone says, I am so happy, I don't want meditation, I am healthy, I have money, everything, why I have to do meditation? For them, this concept is a beautiful answer. When you say you are enjoying life, maybe the physical body, with that you have food and all the things you are enjoying, that is 33%, Vishyananda. Bhajanananda is musical happiness with painting, arts, mental happiness, manollasam you get out of it. That is another 33%. Brahmananda is blissful happiness you get only in meditation. After 5.5 years of my meditation, when I am in Andaman Islands working as a medical officer for the Java tribes, I am on the research program in a ship. I encountered with a scientist almost like 4 hours, 10 o'clock, night 4 o'clock. I discussed with him. I am odd man out in the research team. So he encountered with him what I am doing and all. I am just boiling potatoes, putting pepper salt and eating. They are eating a lot of fish by getting, because everywhere fish around, we are on the open sea. I am just making Maggi noodles and eating. And he observed almost for 1 week. And he encountered with me about spirituality. On that day, like 2 o'clock, I got my first blissful oneness experience. Since then onwards till today, there is no looking back. All my doubts were completely clarified on that day. The next day morning, I am Tathagata. I am there as a complete. Until then, I used to carry that point source of doubt. Am I going in the right way? Is it all right? Is it all right? It's always there. So I can tell you guys, as a medical doctor, you can achieve that complete perfection. If you're already complete, I'm happy. If you have any point or source of doubt, work with it. One day you will get that. And after that, it keeps coming. That blissful happiness, it keeps coming. Once you get that happiness, almost like 1 month, 2 months, you don't feel like कमी किसी के लिए आपको कम नहीं है. And that is what actually the real happiness on the earth plane, I can say. We are all adults here. You can compare it with the intercourse happiness also, more or less. It is very tiny, I can say, the climax that we get, but it is something way beyond it. This is a theory. Practically, I experienced that blissful happiness, and I do get during my flight travels or sometimes. Sometimes when I get out of the flight and by the time I reach the person who will pick me up, I'll get that blissful experience by walking itself. Then I understand how the energies, the area where I came. Coming to the MBBS again. This blissful happiness experience I applied for the infertility cases. Who doesn't have the children? First, we make them plant-based diet and meditation. 30% of people will get automatically children. After that, they learn some spiritual tablets and wisdom, working with purpose. At that stage, they will get children. After doing these two, still they are not getting. Some blocks are there. We put them onto this Brahmananda exercise. There is a formula for that. We apply that intensely, and they will get that blissful experience. After the blissful experience, it is like a high voltage current, I can say. And the channels automatically will open up. Whether it is ovum or, with a male or female, whatever the problem, then they are bound to get children. Similarly, the paralysis cases with the residual neurological deficit. After 3 years, till the paralysis part will be there, they can't even hold the objects. If they get into this blissful happiness, then they will get a beautiful result. Recently, in Vasishtha Gautami, the bigger pyramid in Rajahmundry, one of my paralysis patient, he stayed there for almost like 40 to 60 days, I think. After 60 days, he said a couple of times I got that blissful experience, and then now my complete leg was totally came back. Only the hand is still there. Within 60 days, he got that result. So that's why, for me, this is not just like a theoretical spiritual concept. The blissful happiness is a tool to work on unsolved problems. The problems which you cannot solve in medical fraternity, where we say the nerve cells don't regenerate. Here there is an opportunity, it can be regenerated with that blissful happiness state. And if not the disease, if you want to say confidently that I am completely happy, you have to touch that blissful happiness in your meditation. It may take 1 year or 2 years or 3 years, this no matter. But you can get. And that is where you can say, I am completely happy in my life. Otherwise, again, Punarapi Jaranam, Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi Chatri, Chatri Sayanam. If any happiness is left, again you have to come back. So to give this, the 3 goddesses, Lakshmi, Parvati, and Saraswati. Lakshmi Devi, abundance. Parvati is meditation and spiritual power. And Saraswati is arts. Wherever there is true Parvati and true Saraswati, there only you have true Lakshmi. Why I am saying true means, when I say Lakshmi, Parvati, Saraswati, he simply will put a photo and then he will throw flowers. That is what you say. It is not praying Lakshmi, Parvati, Saraswati with a photo and flowers. If you do meditation, you invoke Parvati. If you learn some instrument or music or dance, then you invoke Saraswati. Without Parvati and Saraswati, whatever the Lakshmi you have, it is like COVID Lakshmi. During COVID time, everybody has money, but you won't get even a hospital bed and you don't get help. So the true abundance comes where there is true Parvati and true Saraswati. So the same thing we apply after doing meditation. If they get any cine celebrities or instruments or music or passion comes out, then we put them onto Saraswati tablet. Means now they have to practice intensely the music or the dance. Meditation time will get reduced. They come with 3 hours, 4 hours meditation. We tell them do meditation half an hour and 3.5 hours music practice for the thyroid. If they are passionate from the childhood about music, that is how the prescription will change. That's it. So these are the brief concepts I want to tell today. I told you almost like 6-7 concepts, but I learned almost like 28 to 29 concepts from Patrisi in the first 3 years. So the actual spiritual tablets rooted from Patrisi only. Those are all just theoretical concepts from Bhagavad Gita, Bible, or whatever his own way of invention. And later, because I worked intensely with the patient God on different ailments, there's so many object science, dream analysis, situation analysis, and different spiritual concepts that are emerged in the name of 2 tablets, 3 tablets, 4 tablets, 5 tablets, up to 10, they are there. I wrote almost like 28 books and 7-8 big books also on this. And that is what we give them as a level 1 course. Once you learn, and I will tell you, this is not everybody's choice. My education today, you have to understand that disease means not just doctor, D for D. Disease means it is a learning opportunity. A friend came into your body, into your day-to-day life as a relationship problem, financial problem, job problem, whatever it may be. Problem means it is an opportunity to learn. We seek problems because we need gifts hidden in it, said by Richard Bach in Illusion's book. Today, the essence of my teaching is not to do that L1 course or learn special tablets. Don't take me in a wrong way. You have to understand that means disease means it is a friend came onto your body. Disease means not only just physical disease, physical, mental, intellectual, social, anywhere, any trivial discomfort you are getting. You are going on the roads, by the time you reach the tram station, every day someone is bothering you. It is a problem. Starting from small kid to big adult. If you tell your family, it becomes a social issue. But you can work on that. Law of attraction, like you have applied. Somewhere you are doing some other mistake. That's why you are attracting this person in your life. This is how the story will go. That is how we cracked so many social problems as well, related problems. But of course, we work little with that. So first you have to understand that every problem, there is energy first, and there is a lot of wisdom behind. With the wisdom and the fire, you can burn all the karmas and then you can solve problems from hereditary cancer. That is what my whole 25 years of work with a group together. And there are people who are meant for this. Like from the childhood, you want to become, anybody is there here who want to become a doctor in the childhood but not become a doctor? What to? You want to become doctor. 3, 4, 5, my goodness. Okay. Thank you, sir. You gave me 4 doctors. If you want to become a doctor in the childhood, or any reason you have not become, this is the place, and I am the one for you. Learn just spiritual tablets, and you can work more than 1,000, 1 crore times better than a normal physical doctor. Doctor, you have to learn. Without that, your degree is not going to complete. Okay? Yeah. Thank you for giving your valuable time today. Okay? So, today, thousands of doctors, I say 400 number because actively they will be interacting with me, but rest of the people, they will do their own journey and they are dispensing this wisdom to the people wherever they get opportunity. I trained more than 3,000 people with that level 1 wisdom so far. Thanks to COVID, through online, a lot of people are joining in Zoom. At a batch, 100 people we are able to give training through Zoom. Physical infrastructure, 11-day workshop means it needs a lot of efforts. People have to travel and then, a lot of logistics involved, 11 days staying in a place. That is in-person teaching. Actually, 2 times we have to grab the 11 days. So, If any illness is there, 1 in 1 lakh in the family or for you, of course, for them also, at least the level 1 course is required to understand the illness from the knowledge perspective. If anybody is already into any kind of alternate therapy, Ayurveda, Yoni, Reiki, pranic healing, gem therapy, chromotherapy, flower gas therapy, hypnotherapy, any type of healing if you are doing, if you learn spiritual tablets beautifully, you can combine the both and you can give them a complete. Because already you are into that area, frequency of attracting the patients with your own kind of medical system. If you combine this system, that will be great. So there is a criteria who can do that course, not for everyone. And we never teach also. People will come, we filter them with a thorough, screening. MBBS is great, but everybody cannot become doctor, it's not required also. So this is how the spiritual tablets also will flourish all this. Very few people, they are good enough to counsel and then to answer it. Once their problem is solved, forget about spiritual tablets and enjoy your life. I am so happy in the last 25 years, I might have trained more than 10,000 people and they are actively working in PSSM today across the globe. More than 10,000 people. If you talk to them, they will say, I met Dr. GK so and so, and then I am good and I am doing my job. Happy. Hospital is not the place to retain people. It has to try and it has to leave the people. That's why we are like a grass cutter. Only a layer of grass always with us. The rest of the grass is either clean or unclean. That is their front and back. This is how we operate. You never find much people with me. So and finally, so these are all just a PowerPoint which I made for. So some benefits with meditation. We're taking some research facts. Okay. So now we do only 5 minutes group meditation and we can conclude the session for today. After that, any question and answers are there, I'll take for 5 minutes. So close your eyes. Clasp your hands, cross your legs, and observe normal, natural, soft breathing. Remove the spectacles during meditation. No need of specs. That wire is there. Just relax your body. See your spine. Relax your abdomen. Let us all absorb the wisdom that we took from the music. So you will normal, natural sound. If you get any thoughts, cut those thoughts and come on with the figure. The true spiritual journey starts with meditation. We need energy to pursue the things. We are closing the physical eye. The first door we are closing Charmachakshu. Now, the second door, the mental eye is open. Here the thoughts, energy is going outside. Now we need to close the second door, the mental eye. This can happen only by observing normal, natural breath. By observing breath, we are closing the second door, the mental eye. Now the energy internally quiets to escape through the third eye, the third door, the divine eye, the Divichakshu. Charmachakshu, Manochakshu, and Divichakshu. Physical eye, mental eye, and Devanai. These are the three doors and three great happenings that we observe during meditation. Just observe normal, natural soft breathing. Only the 5 minutes. 1 minute. We have that vision for all our problems. And we have the solution within us. By meditating daily, by understanding the wisdom, by understanding that suffering is due to individual ignorance. We can cure ourselves and we can achieve healthy, happy, and prosperous life through spirituality in the middle part. Just you 10 seconds. Five seconds. If you both the hands in place, please. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Only open your hands and open your letters. Give you a good clap for meditation today. Thank you. Thank you, Vinod. So, with this, I conclude. As a part of this group meditation, I invite everyone to LA. We are collectively doing a 3-day grand finale of meditation. In India, since last 25 years, regularly I attend that annual meditation gathering. In different parts of India, we did South India, after that now it is settled in Hyderabad. Thousands of people will gather, like in 10 days time, more than 3-4 lakh people will come. At any point, you will see 30,000 people doing meditation. Early morning, 3 hours music. So the same initiative, Panipatri, Global PSSM founder, we took an initiative, and then first time we did in Dallas, I was there, and the last year in Raleigh, and this year in LA. Healing LA is the title. You received the brochure. So until then, I am traveling all around US in so many places, and I took a great opportunity to invite all of you, because for the physical body we go holiday, to relax. Similarly, the soul also needs an annual soul program. If you come there and if you attend, if you listen to a lot of eminent speakers over there, of course my talk is also will be there, and you interact with so many people, and then you will see how big the things are happening. We are in a very small world. A lot of things are happening. How to connect, you will understand, and it will set your annual soul program. For a year, you can understand what best you can do. And we need to support such kind of initiatives as well, because doing it in LA, it's a very costly affair, more or less. But still, we are doing it. The program is free, teaching program, and then food, everything is free. Accommodation you need to sort out. And my first journey started with such kind of gathering in Buddha Purnima in Kannur in '95. There are hardly 70-80 people with Patrisi near the pyramid. But those 3 days are like mind-blowing for me. If any one of you not attended such kind of yajna means, you must try to attend that yajna. People are coming from Australia, UK, Europe, India. Coming quickly, there are around 20 people coming from India only for the yajna. Their children are there here and there, and then parallelly they can attend and then they can join them. So that's why for you, it is just like, very easy. You are still in that same continent. So try to attend the Mega Meditation Summit. It is a great opportunity to understand about yourself completely and to understand yourself in the big picture. And let us all support that yajna whatever the best possible way among them, and so that it will reach to a lot of people. So thank you very much, Gaurav for inviting me today. And the first name came from my mouth is talk to Gaurav because he is the one. And before that, Sanveen is there, but Sanveen is busy with their own roller coaster and kind of Bhaktiman the family will do. Where is she living? Sanveen?
Calgary.
How far it is from here?
Calgary is the other end of Canada, so it's Alberta,
Near Vancouver?
Vancouver.
Ah, okay. I'm going to Vancouver from Seattle. There is a plan by road to go over there. Okay. And then
But not in Vancouver, it's another city.
understand.
Yeah,
Understood.
but in
But,
that area.
in that kind of West Coast kind of.
Yes, yes, that's.
Got it. Got it. That is okay. Okay. So from here, after these 6 days of Canada tour, I'm going to New York and then New Jersey. From there, Richmond, Ashburn, Nashville, and then Orlando, Atlanta, and then Austin, Houston, Oklahoma City, Dallas, Denver, Phoenix, Seattle, Las Vegas, and then finally Los Angeles. So this is my journey. More or less all the programs more or less fixed. And so I got great opportunity to meet everyone. And I want to see you, all of you who are here in Los Angeles for a Healing LA program. Okay? Thank you. Thank you, Darshan, Leergaru and Narani supporting me a lot. And they are taking me everywhere to meet all of you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for you coming and sharing this with us. For everyone, there's just one thing I'll just show you. It's a small video about Omega Pyramid, what I was talking about before. That how, initiative which started in Dallas by just group of 5-6 people. Then they started making, just like everyone has their own group. Now in Dallas, there are 21 groups, right? And then they came together and they came up with this concept of Omega. And this is a 180 by 180 feet pyramid they are coming up. So right now Alpha is coming, a smaller one. And they've already kind of started the land and everything. And just like Isha, you have the pyramid and then the community around it. So taken from the city approval and all those things, and all by like normal people like us. They are not like, some business people or this or that. So just thought is important. And then it connects, and somehow the people will come together, and all of a sudden you will see such a big initiative. So I'll just show you a small video, and then of course we go for lunch.
And MMS video is there. You got that MMS video? 1 minute, 2 minute one. And see, I asked Marani and Jasmine to collect sketches.
Are we doing a fluent question sessions?
Oh,
We will.
I just have one question to ask.
yeah. Yeah, ask me, name my.
I just wanted to like, she said she did level 1, so how can we register and get on to that?
Through heads, he is there now.
Because it was.
That's what the QR codes we have given to you.
Is this QR
In
code
that you will get,
there?
yes.
Like how to register this?
After the MMS, we start one batch from ESC. After the MMS, like on September 20th probably. Yeah,
And
so from there you can join, say 3 months. By online, weekly 2 sessions will be there.
okay.
Every 1 month, the module 1 is complete and there will be a small exam. And then by the end of 3 months, of course, now we are all not guinea pigs. Because this is the first time we are guinea pigs now, it's all ticked up. Everything, materials, exams, everything is full polished.
I
So we
think
can
I
work
did
with-
40 days meditation with Paripatri once, and I think one of the speakers one day it was you.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
but at that time I didn't explore your site, but this time I explored when.
Yeah.
Gaurav
Now the iOS app is
read
ready.
it, but
Yeah.
not, I skimmed it
Okay.
and scanned it, but not read in detail, so still have no clue as how to register, so thank you.
Take the 3 QR code which is on the
Yes,
wall,
yes.
you will get all that. Oh, you got it?
Have that.
Perfect. Okay, so this is about Omega, some information.
If the heat is there in summer, does it surprise you? If it is cold in the winter, does it surprise you? If there is death on the earth planet, how can it surprise you? You should be beyond any surprise. Then you have understood basic enlightenment. Final enlightenment is different. But there is basic enlightenment. There is Alpha and there is Omega. Basic enlightenment is that there is no death. And final enlightenment is that you are everything. I am Sagar, I am Bindu, I am Alekhya, I am Vedan Shastri. I am the sun, I am the moon, I am the stars. I am all the dimensions. I am the Panchabhutas. I am the Mother Chaitanya. I am Brahmasmi. This is final enlightenment. From alpha to omega, you must travel. PS can help in that.
From Alpha to Omega, meaning the beginning to the end. We are thrilled to share some exciting news. The Omega team has just acquired a stunning 40-acre plot in Dallas to bring Puj Patriji's beautiful vision to life. Imagine over 40 acres of vibrant green, teeming with wildlife, peaceful cows, and serene ponds, creating a perfect haven for meditators to connect with nature and embark on their Alpha to Omega journey. On this remarkable land, we will be building two magnificent pyramids, Alpha and Omega, along with the space for Annadani, a charming pavilion, a versatile meeting hall, scenic trails, and lovely parks. Guests will have the opportunity to enjoy tranquil retreats, host corporate events, and participate in rejuvenating off-site meditation sessions.